Kaysville Fiber Top 10 Concerns. Concern number 5. Is a vote for Kaysville Fiber a vote for bigger government? Big government is definitely a concern. Government programs are often associated with corruption, inefficiencies, and waste. But this must not be the case for all of government, otherwise it would make sense to overthrow the government and go back to anarchy. So this begs the question, when should a government be involved? To answer this question, let's consider a simple example. Public roads. Most roads in the United States today are paid for by the government at some level, but this was not always the case. In Utah history, the early Utah pioneers emigrated into the Salt Lake Valley through what is now known as Emigration Canyon. Parley P. Pratt, among others, noted that another canyon would be a better route for travelers if the canyon could be improved. He spent his own money and resources to cut a road through the treacherous canyon. Once the road was completed, he put a toll booth toward the bottom of the canyon and collected a toll from every traveler that came down the canyon. Within 1 year, over 6,000 people had used his new toll road, and he had doubled his investment. He had created a lot of value for the valley. The next year, he sold his interest in the canyon, and the road fell into decay. Public outcry prompted public leaders to acquire and improve the roadway. Today, the canyon is known as Parley's Canyon. It is part of Interstate 80, a major interstate freeway that connects the Bay Bridge in San Francisco to the New Jersey Turnpike in New York City. It serves thousands of vehicles every day. This is an example where a relatively small investment created significantly more value that would continue to give for a very long time. Had the Pratt family continued to operate the toll road, all of the value created by the road after construction costs would have been funneled to one family forever. The idea behind public infrastructure is that if the government is willing to pay the small investment cost for its citizens, it will secure all future value created by that infrastructure for all of its citizens. Kaysville Fiber is very much like a new road. Let me explain. Here is your house. In the current internet market, there are two very old roads to access the internet from your home. One is your phone line, and the other is your cable TV line. These are not public roads. They are owned by their respective companies, and no one else is allowed on these roads. These roads have been protected from competition for decades through lobbying and litigation. There are a lot more internet companies in Utah than most people realize. These companies would love to give Kaysville their business for less cost than you are paying now, but they have no road to get to your house. Could you imagine a city where there are plenty of places to shop, but you can only use the two most expensive stores because those are the only places that the roads go to? That would be very frustrating. Some of these other companies have found a way to get to some homes using fixed wireless communication, but these companies only offer slower speeds and can only serve homes that can see their towers. If your house is too short or surrounded by trees, you cannot use these companies. Kaysville Fiber would act as a new road that any company can use to bring the internet to your house. This is not a redundant connection because no other connection to your house allows any provider to use it. The connection will also be much better because it will be designed specifically for the internet and will support the high speeds needed in the future. To pay for this new connection, Kaysville Fiber will initially operate very much like a toll road, only in this case, using the toll road costs less than the competition. The city will float a bond to cover construction and financing, which will be paid off by those who use it. Once the bond is paid off, the toll is removed, lowering costs even more. Kaysville Fiber is not about bigger government. It is about investing in infrastructure that will provide real competition, increase speeds, and secure lower costs for all Kaysville citizens. Please vote yes to Kaysville Fiber.